Yes, thank you for the reminder on that, by the way. Ah, fuck. I forgot to load my external hard drive's encryption. Give me just a moment. It's kind of important because it has all the files on it. There we go. So what's up with you, man, T-Rex? What kind of music you write? Where you from? What are you up to? Give me a link to your SoundCloud. Let's hear a little bit of your sound, man. Alright, so been writing 1 month, 2 months. You got you a couple tunes up here. Oh, you got you a bunch of fucking tunes. So you definitely are enjoying writing music. And you've been doing it for a while. A few years now, at least. Down there in Texas. Dubstep, pretty big in Texas. I know this for a fact. Yo, man. You know, Vanessa and, hold on. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna see if you know some people I know down there. They flew me down there to play a couple years ago. Shit, Vanessa and Bobby. That's what it is. There's a couple that throws events there around Dallas, Fort Worth, and it's Vanessa and Bobby, and I don't know why I can't remember her last name right this second. Nevertheless, man, they brought like Jason Mundo up from somewhere else in the country, and then me, and you know, the main room seemed to have some pretty good sound. My room sound wasn't that fantastic, but you know, we made the best of it. It was all right time. All right, so is there any particular track you want me to check out, or you want me to just hit it from the top? I'm just gonna hit it from the top. We'll see what's going on here. I'm digging what you're up to so far. I feel what you're doing here. Let's see. Go to the bottom of the list and check out Money in the Break and Queen of My Heart. All right. See, I always like to ask people because I feel like if you're anything like me, man, I have so many fucking tunes. I got more private tunes than I have public tunes, and I don't know, man. I got things that are a little, tracks that mean a little bit more to, how I was trying to express myself than others. So I always like to find out, like, you know, what do you wanna have somebody hear? So let's check this shit out. Money in the Break, redo do. Digging the parentheses bit here, redo do. And Queen of My Heart, Love Buzz. Are you Love Buzz? Is this an alternative nickname? Yeah, I hear that, man. I hear that for sure. Let's see what we got going on here. Bounce. Alright. Definitely got that South Breaks flavor going on for sure. Oh shit, get funky now. Big Reach, showing that love. Now, I'm not the biggest, like, straight Miami booty breaks person in the world, but I mean, honestly, if I was like, let's just be honest here, man. If I was like rolling my nuts off at some warehouse party and I was listening to that shit, I would be in the zone. I got nothing against it. I was thinking maybe the envelope on the snare could be a little bit small. I mean, I know this is an old ass track, so I'm not gonna sit here and constructively criticize it with any intention of you changing anything, because it's fine in the creation that it is. I was just the whole time I was listening to it, I was thinking that snare envelope could have probably been a little bit tighter. But I mean, you maybe liked the way that it had that a little bit of that reverb atmosphere that was a little longer than I was probably thinking for the Britty break, just so that it had a little more snap, just for the breaks, instead of having that like longer, maybe like second and a half kind of reverb fill. I was thinking like, man, if it had just like a little bit better, like when I'm over here and I'm gonna fuck with a snare. I loaded this project up and I didn't even hit play or nothing because I don't know what it was. But I guarantee you, if I go check out this snare or one of these 3 snares that I see, you see how tight my envelope is on that particular snare? Like, there's no hold on it whatsoever. It's like it's like fucking, it's real small. So it ends up sounding like this. I've got other snares in this little snare array that have like a little bit more decay. See how this one's got a little bit more hold and it's got a little decay coming down, so it has a little more outside character. I'm not even sure what this third one is. It has a similar kind of character. I must have really liked how it sounds coming out. The same fucking snare? Yeah, it is the same snare. What the hell? So anyway, there's a really tight punch and a little bit of a decay. Oh, shit. Shit. Thank you. I'm glad I caught that before I went on and talked about it for like 10 minutes. Thank you for keeping me on my toes about that, dude. I will fuck that up every time. Like, every time, man. As much as I want to, I'm over here like I don't know, man. I don't know why a lot of people got a lot of different reasons for streaming. My whole thing is really simple, which is that I'm gonna be sitting here writing music and doing dumb shit in my DAW anyway, so I might as well share some of it with everybody else. Even for folks like yourself who've been writing forever and you know your way around all the stuff you're doing, there's still like a million little things we all do that are way different. I just try to even think about like more meta type thoughts about like how somebody's workflow is, and you know what order do they approach doing different things in, and how do they get from here to there. It's just always nice to see other people's creative process. But point being is that your snare was really kind of we'll go back to it for a second. It's kind of got it's like a snare and a clap, and it seems like it just lasts for, I don't know, like more than a 16th net, or like it it kind of has a little bit of body to it, right? And I figure you did that on purpose because you like the way that the tone comes off of the reverb with the clap that's kind of there, so you get that down south kind of thing. But even not even changing what you already have, if you like the way that character, well, no, it's not necessarily. I don't want you to think about it in terms of did you do enough or whatever. I just think that there's a particular kind of snappiness that might have helped, and whether you want to take what, like for for future projects and whatnot, whether you want to take the sound that you already have here, that like snare and clap, or that clappy snare. I don't know how you ended up building that particular percussive sound, but you can take that and put an envelope on parts of that so that you get a little bit more sharp, you know, decay of the sound, and allow the air to, sound is just a rapid alternation of frequencies on and off, right? Like, and it's affecting us in all these different pitches and velocities of the way it's shaking the air. So I just think that on that snare, which is such a key element of the groove, especially in breaks, that like you sometimes, Maybe especially in something where it's like as blatantly booty funky as that song, and that's a compliment, by the way. That's not a knock on it. I like to have like a sharp break in the high frequency of the snap of the snare, so that like you got to imagine people are like tossing their bodies around, right? And they need like they're using the frequencies that we're giving them to arc their physical motion and transformations with. So I like to give them like a sharp spot right there, as opposed to if you just leave it open with all that reverb for like that zero point 0.8 to 1.5 seconds, um, or just have like a snappy one and then the long one, so you can have like a snap, and then they know, their mind already knows as they're dancing to it, when the other snare hits, that hey, this one, like, I don't have to jerk my body so hard because this thing's doing this other thing where it kind of smooths through for 1.2 seconds. They're not thinking that in their brain, but their body and their muscles are feeling that. You know what I mean? They're feeling those changes in the envelope of the snares. So, over here on FL, I was showing you. So here's something like your snare. Where it's like kind of a thicker sound, that kind of persists. But then the snare that I had above it, as you can see, which is called punchy snare, has this tiny little envelope on it with almost no hold and zero decay. So it sounds like this. Please tell me the sound's working. Yeah, it's working. Okay. That's not even really a good mix of a snare. It just works on this song. Probably not the best example. But I mean, if I make them all super tight. I mean, even though I've got so much reverb on it, it just stops. So I left this one with a little bit more of an open decay. So you can still fill out the. Well, thanks, Swag. What's up, man? You can still fill out the decay of a snare that you're building, like with a couple different voices. And if you want to, I can even like move the attack of this out so that the other, no attack, very short duration snare gets more of the character at the beginning, and pull these back a little bit because it's all relative, really, right? Like when I'm pushing forward the attack, it's moving the other parts of the envelope, unfortunately. But yeah, you can like shape your like, I don't do that with a million different things, right? If we're using a kick, we're usually using like one kick in a song, maybe two if we get adventurous about wanting to kind of toss that lower end thump around, some weird way. Unless we're doing breaks and shit, obviously you can use a bunch of different kicks. With hi hats, you're using different hi hats like intentionally, and different, giving these different timbres and characters to the way you're passing hi hats around. With snares, though, you'll find that like often myself and other people, we'll just layer snares. And a lot of times I'll try so much different stuff that I'll have like 5 or 6 or 7 snares sitting here and just be using 3 or 4 of them and adjusting each one of their envelope very carefully so I can start to bring out different, you know, timbres of the combinations of the snares until you find something that's nice. You mix it in properly and get it sounding like you want. Just shit like that, man. Just to give your snare a little bit more character. Yeah, don't be afraid. I mean, worst thing that happens is you don't like all the shit that you're adding, and you just say, "Well, I just want that." Maybe I don't even want this other shit. I just want this snare and with the long thing, so I can get the whole. Now think about this. This other one is just a copy of the first one. This is snare 21, number 2. But we've got one with some decay, but then a little bit of extra with a really short hold on a second one. Just to make... So I'm like, I don't even need to find something else that's snappy that I can make it with it. I mean, this is just going to change the way that the air shifts, in those fucking milliseconds that are going by, with the same exact snare. And if I want to, I mean, you can... maybe even juice it up just a little bit compared to the other one and just kind of let it. I mean, it's a pretty significant difference just with giving it that character of that really short hold. That was rude. I shouldn't have stopped it right before the bass dropped out. People. You were asking me that question earlier about dubstep basses, and now you're asking like, are there certain types of snares, dude? I really I don't. In the basses, I almost wanted to say like, I can't. Like I told you, I almost was like, I can't answer that question. And it's like, oh, okay, maybe there's Hoovers and all these types of things. With snares, I really don't know, man. Some people like to use. It depends on the nature of the track. Some people might just use little rim shots. Some people might just use like 808 snares. Some folks, might use just different acoustic sets or like specific snares from very nostalgic breaks that everybody knows. I don't think there's anything like I would never hear a snare and just be like, "Oh, that's a dubstep snare." That's definitely a dubstep snare. Like that doesn't. My brain can't register what that phrase means. You know better than that. That's why I kind of laugh when I see like these packs and stuff, and it's like, yeah, like here I'll open one up. We'll go into these packs and be like, oh look, here's Ghost Hack dubstep snares. Now maybe somebody, okay, so I don't even know where I get half my fucking samples right. It just comes from a million different places, friends and packs and ghosthack.de, obviously some free pack of snares. Now maybe this guy's made some like reverby, dubby type snares that are really nice and maybe a variety of different tones or things that might fit songs. I don't know. We can listen to some of them. But my brain kind of laughs inside when I see that, because I'm like, well, it's just snares. Like, I'm gonna go cheat and use these dubstep snares and drum and bass because I'm a bastard, you know. What? So as expected, they're just like processed with a reasonable amount of reverb, so they're sounding pretty nice and fadey. I don't think any of these will necessarily work for this particular song, but I mean, I'll just throw something over there just to see what it sounds like. I'll do a little experiment for you. And what I'll do right here is I'll just go ahead and take the two. I've got one leaning in front of the other right now, and I'm just going to switch them up so I can see what they would sound like the other way. The reason I didn't do that initially is because I don't like the ending of this snare. So really, like, I guess what I'm trying to get across is, like, beyond just what we're talking about with these, is just take control of your sound. Like, don't just deal with like whatever something happens to sound like. Just make sure, if you need to, that you get control of envelopes. one reason I like FL Studio is because it really allows me to, just tightly program envelopes on samples that I want to trigger for when I'm doing my step sequencing on my, more acoustic drums. I just like this interface. I think he said something earlier about, that you ended up over at Reason, for some reason or another. I don't know. I like some of the enveloping options that you get here amongst the different dimensions of a sample, as just this being just the sampler, management. It's very nice. You don't get these, by the way, if you just drag samples in over here. For samples that you drag into the playlist, you'll see, look, it doesn't have the same options as when you load something into the step sequencer. You now got instrument properties and miscellaneous properties, function, arpeggiation and different functions and whatnot. I don't know if you really see that, but I mean, in the step sequencer, you get a few more options, whereas you don't have that instrument properties and whatnot when you're just dragging stuff over. So, some people might even miss that that's a thing. I just want to open it in a new channel over here in the step sequencer, not just drag it over into the playlist, so that I can have like a lot more fine control. I can still do the same thing. I can still just take it, put it in a piano roll, and put it over here just like it was audio, which you'll see. You'll see that I do. That's how I do some things. They're just in a piano roll sitting here, mixed in with the audio. All right, but if I'm trying to get like nitty gritty, that's just one aspect of something I'm going to be doing. Hey, I'm messing with the drums. What am I doing with the drums? Oh, well, I'm just giving the snare a little bit of character. At some point, you're not going to just build like the perfect drums, and then like every time you write a song, you're not going to build the perfect drums and just write a song around them. You're going to make some basic ass, dumbass drums that you can like vibe out to, while you write some other stuff. And then you're going to go back and be like, wow, I really need to make these drums a little bit better. And you can start fucking around with like that envelope shaping stuff. You can. It's not sacrilegious to do the same thing with multiple kicks and have the same kind of envelope work. Now look, even though I don't have multiple kicks, you're damn straight I did go ahead and design a specific envelope that I wanted to use for that particular kick, so that I could get it sound exactly where I want it to, instead of whatever this is. See how it's got all this extra bullshit or whatever? I didn't want all that. I just needed like a really tighter kind of kick, so I just went ahead and just made sure that I have control of my envelope so that it's doing what I want it to do. Think about that with a lot. Now, another thing that's cool in FL Studio, if you go back to ever using it, is that when you put a sound into the step sequencer like this, and then you control the envelope, that gives you the ultimate correct control over how something behaves in the piano roll. So now if I go in here and I edit the piano roll, if I go here and edit the piano roll of the kick, if I want to be able to do something melodically with it, I can just open the whole envelope up, but what I would suggest is that you make sure that the release is empty. You can open everything up so that it's got a full envelope for the full sound. So now when you hit it, it's going to do what it does. But when you close the release, it allows you in the piano roll to just have exactly what you would expect, which is perfect control over the size. Let me go to a new channel. Now you have control over your envelope of an instrument. Kick's not the best example to do that with, but that's just giving you an idea. You know, so that's just some bullshit NFL that allows you to have good envelope control when you want to draw things out. Anyway, that song's been done and been released, by the way, man. Or not released, but it's public anyway on my SoundCloud. It's called Mystic Dub, and it sounds a lot better than whatever that version was. Here, I'll give you a little peek. Oh, you know what? You had another song we were supposed to hear. Yep, you sure did. I dig that. Hey, did you do this guitar work? Or is this like the way that you sampled from the Nirvana song? Alright, fair enough. Alright. Definitely digging it, and I want to hear some of your newer stuff now instead of just the older stuff. But I have a secret song that I want to play from a friend of mine who just linked it to me. And wait, I think this is what I think it is. Yeah, we're just gonna hear the beginning of this real quick, and then we're gonna check some of your newer stuff out. I can't put it on stream though because it's private.
You're listening to Phyllis Wayne All Original Bass Music.
It's my homie Phyllis Wayne. I'm gonna put his SoundCloud link in the chat 1 second. Look at all those fucking dubs, bruh. Fucking Phyllis Wayne, man, is coming through. People don't even know. Yes. So the point is, check out Phyllis Wayne, because his shit is dope, and he does dope shit. Whatever the fuck Kanye said. I'm dope because I do dope shit. Some shit like that. I don't know what the fuck he said. He's hilarious. I got another dude that I want to start helping get noticed. Just met him down in Asheville when I was at my sister's wedding this weekend. Goes by the name of Kirby. But man, like this dude, he was playing all original tracks and they were unfucking believable. And he's just fucking hiding down in the mountains chilling. Like, I already hit him up today and told him like how amazing his music was, and I was like, we gotta get your music out and about. This is ridiculous shit. Alright. It's going down tonight. Yeah, man, he lives down in the Blue Ridge Mountains down in Asheville. It's nice. It's like the Portland of the East Coast. It's where all the super chill, creative, hippie, chillin' people live. It's a good town. Yeah, dude. Alright, I have to actually give this song a motherfucking heart, bruh. This shit is on point. Check that shit out, bruh. That's Asheville. For real, man. That's what the fuck it is right there. Look at that shit. Place is fucking beautiful, man. You cannot tell me that is not a fucking gorgeous landscape. Look at that shit. Fucking mountains rolling off into the background, all chilling out. It's even crazier than this. This isn't the best view. You get like layers and layers and layers back behind it. Yeah, it's pretty G'd out. Little ass town. Super creative, crazy artistic town sitting in the middle of the mountains in western North Carolina. Check it out. Watch out for the traffic though. It sucks. It's like so popular, right, that their infrastructure can't handle all the traffic. But it's a cool place. Alright, that was dope as shit, man. Thank you for letting us share that. That was a good song. I like that a lot. Even if it's a remodel, like whatever you were doing was tight. You got it. Good shit. I imagine it sounds probably as good as the original. Do you do that often? Do you just remake somebody else's tune to try to recreate the sounds and kind of get that vibe? Something I have not done. I've seen a lot of people do that, recreating other people's songs, but I haven't. I'll do some remixes and shit, of course, but my remixes consist of me doing completely new shit most of the time. I will follow you. I have too many followers right now. I gotta get rid of fucking old ass people from 10 years ago that ain't making shit anymore or whatever. They're way down here somewhere. I don't know. You have a 2,000 person limit, and I hit the limit, so I got to get rid of somebody. Somebody's about to get the axe. Somebody's going down. It's gonna be some profile that's whack as fuck that doesn't have any tracks. That's just like following people. Some girl or something. Let's find. There's got to be a girl in here that's just following people. I guarantee it. She sings. She's cool as shit. Let's see here. Nope. All the girls we're coming across are people who make music. Empress. Badass drum and bass. See, it's so hard, man. Who do you get rid of? You know? Let's find somebody that's house. Get rid of house. Who's owner? He's a DJ. He has no self-produced tracks on his SoundCloud. He's got 4 mixes, and they are good funk. See, I don't want to get rid of him. All right, we'll get rid of owner. I'm not too much into that. Bam. The deed is done, sir. Somebody got the axe. Sorry, owner, if you're out there somewhere in cyberspace, man. It wasn't personal. It's business. You got the axe, homie. I was thinking about taking a look at some of these stems that I got, seeing if I have some kind of half ass project that I can start to boot something into. And that's going to be an interesting project. Oh no. Yeah, we can fuck with this for a little bit, bro. Yeah, okay. Um, Local H Remodel 2. So you said earlier you do funk and metal. So are you telling me you come from like a guitar background, or you're a funk metal kind of guy? You play that music, or you love that music for a while, and you incorporate it into your electronic? What are you trying to get at? I really like the remix. I would get rid of the consistent clap, and then maybe again like think about how you want to maybe shape some envelopes to like bring that snare out. The one that's there is cool. It's just a little bit. It's a. I'm trying to think of the right adjective. Like dull isn't the exact proper word, but it is kind of a like tone wise, it's a little dull. And it could use a little character, but otherwise, like I love the concept of using this song in the genre and the way that you're presenting it. It's really cool. I was going to tell you I remember the original song, and I definitely did like it, and I like what you're doing with it. Nothing wrong with the programming. Like your step sequencing and everything, or however you like to draw your stuff over there in Reason, everything's fine. Um, just need a little bit more, you know, just try to layer your snare a little bit with a little bit more. You hear how it sounds a little flat? Also feel like um, his vocals are really strong and they're good. Like the stuff that he's doing, he seems to be getting pushed back a little bit behind the rhythm guitars and the you know the guitars are extremely present and the vocals are a little bit hidden underneath them. I think that he almost has like a good enough voice and a strong enough presence to warrant. Okay, this is just personal preference. When I do vocal song, like everybody, like I'm gonna be honest with you, everybody I talk to always is like, man, your vocals are way out front, and it's because when I do a remix of a vocal song, I like to have the vocals be the focus of the song. I don't want, I'm not trying to like steal the show as a person and over impress like what I'm doing with the song. I really just want to let the vocals do what they're supposed to do and give them like a new reinterpreted platform for them to have fun. So on a personal level, I like vocals a little bit out in front of the instruments, but I also get really excited and end up fucking blaring the shit out of some stuff and burying vocals sometimes, even in some of the songs that I have out now. I do the same thing, so I'm not berating you about it. I just like on a personal level, I like vocals out a little bit more in front of the leads, but especially when they're really cool fucking vocals like this guy's. But anyway, yeah. See, he's just a little bit behind. He's a little bit behind the guitars. Also, the guitars have a lot more stereo spread than him, so it's just kind of weird because they're louder and taking up more of the width of the spectrum, where it's kind of like not it's a little bit quieter and a little bit more in the middle, and so it kind of amplifies how much more the guitars sound is all. Love the song though. Just think a little bit about maybe move his voice a little bit more prominently and maybe spread it out a little bit. I could be totally wrong too, but I really enjoy. Excuse me. I really enjoy people who like find like interesting off-genre songs to bring into a different kind of vibe that maybe other people aren't paying attention to, that have really cool grooves like this that work with a different kind of genre. So props for that as well. Not only just making a cool song, but it's always neat to see people find the more interesting rock and R&B and hip hop type songs that will fold into our other genres. So good job on that. It takes a good ear to notice those things and then say, I'm gonna fuck that song up. did it, sir. So this is my buddy Josh's original song, and I think I started fucking with it. But that next version has a lot more stuff. Maybe I don't know if I'm gonna do this one. It is really cool though. You guys can't hear it because I didn't turn the thing on. Hold on. Alright, so I was just trying different grooves out with stuff that he has going on, maybe doing some tempo changes. I really wish the new version would open because I'd already started doing some cool shit. Let's try again and see if we can keep from breaking it. I'm afraid to click on anything. Okay, it worked. What did we do different? I think I just did a bunch of processing, a little bit of cuts. Alright. I really like RP Distort, if that isn't obvious. You know? Oh no, 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 it's not. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is gonna... I need somebody to have like my... I'm just gonna put my fucking... Okay, so what's gonna happen is I'm gonna have to leave a note on every track that just pops up right in my face when I open it up and says, "Turn that shit on, dumbass." Right? And then everybody will be happy. You know what I mean? No more of this. Man, look, I drove like a lot of like over 1,000 miles in the last couple of days, right? So I'm still trying to get used to being at home and doing my thing. All right, so you guys just missed the little RP distortion fun that I was having, but it's no big deal. I guess we're just gonna keep making second road Wow, CPU's angry about that. Yeah, so I was modifying the shit out of the filter and some of the LFO speeds that are also controlling the filters. Why does that seem like it's peaking? It is peaking. What the fuck? I was gonna, well, let's just do it this way. This is my poor man's like kind of compressing while I'm working thing, so I can just bring some things up and keep my levels clear, and not also break your speakers by doing weird shit with distortion. chilling in here anyway, T-Rex. Is it just me and you? No. Back, please. Back X, please. And Texan. What's up, fellas? And or ladies. Jokes. What the fuck are we even doing? So we got beats. So we don't even have to bust into the hard shit yet, right? Over here we can just let this seriously go into some crazy groovy shit. That's gonna be really nice right there. Jesus, dude. Yeah, I haven't even started introducing my synths and stuff yet. I'm just thinking about how to approach this tune. I'm sure you guys can see why I liked the original, which is why I asked him for it, because it's really fun fucking song. Oh, I forgot. We got that fucking distortion we gotta deal with now. Yeah, so basically starting to do some distortion, wet dry automation, just messing around. Maybe start getting a little intense with it and just see what it makes the sound like. I hate when it moves around my fucking points in front of it. I wish there was a way to make it not move the other points all the time. She just moves everything else, so all the stuff that I planned I have to redo. I mean, I don't have to redraw it, but I have to find where it all was and shit, which is annoying to me. Something weird going on with all these crazy drums up here. They shouldn't all be on. What the fuck? couldn't even hear back behind all that distortion. So I'm gonna have to do some changing of the mix downs and not make it so fucking headbangers ball. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we don't fuck that up and lose all the little programming we've been doing. Where are the dumb drums? Those are off. I like how this shit isn't even EQ'd in. It's weird. There's some weird things about the way I left the state of this track last time, I guess. Some really cool timbres of our sub bass just by playing around with some really light, strange distortion and mixing it in. fatten up the sub a little bit. I wasn't actually planning on doing all this weird little shit, just having fun. my sub's a little crunchy either. I mean, I really don't give a fuck. I will make a dirty sub. I won't even ask for forgiveness. It's gonna be a dirty sub. Alright, guys. I'm fucking starving right now, and it's 1 o'clock. I gotta work tomorrow. Well, here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna put on some music for just a minute while I go downstairs and make a quick sandwich and come back up. I'm gonna play some Hearthstone while I play some maybe unreleased tunes. And then I'm gonna pass out in a little bit if you're still hanging out. Otherwise, you can catch the shit on the archive. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put on some stuff that's been sitting around, I guess. Something or another. Be right back in just a minute here. Let's see. Thanks for joining me on this journey of us barely doing any work on like 7 different projects or whatever it was that we just jumped through. At least we tried to make some progress, but I'm gonna have to get the wheels turning pretty quick, like, cause got a couple shows coming up and all that shit needs to be getting done so I can play it. Really wish I could figure out where the hell I put my raga mix. I've been looking for it for a long time. And I can't find the motherfucker. That's not it, is it? That can't be it. No, that's not it. I got such a great raga mix sitting around here somewhere, and I don't know. Don't know where it's hiding. It's not in the raga folder. That would be too easy. Of course not. I don't know, man. You tell me, T-Rex, what are you in the mood for? What kind of music are you in the mood for? Preferably something in some kind of drum and bass or dubstep, because that's probably what I have. I'm gonna refresh chat because I don't know if it's coming to me. 1 second. Drum and bass, really? You a fan of drum and bass? I heard you writing all that booty breaks and those breaks earlier, so I know you must like breaks in general. Of which drum and bass is definitely a part. Any particular kind of drum and bass that you're into? More than others? You just an all-around junglist? Alright, I'm gonna queue up a few songs so that I can go make a sandwich and come back. It might be like 5 minutes, maybe 6 or 10. I don't know, but not very long. Hold on. I'll queue up a few tracks for you. just a little bit because I can't control the gain when I'm not here. So I'm gonna turn your guys' gain down a little bit. Check 1 2. Why did the music stop? What the hell, ladies? Did I miss something? My sound's not working now. Mm-hmm. I'm not real sure why that's not working. So in the meantime, let me load up Hearthstone. You, of course, don't have to stick around for it. Oh, I'm breaking up. just gonna listen to some T-Rex tracks while we play a little Hearthstone. I like how you are into, like I said, like taking songs that would not normally be associated with this genre and blending them in. It's interesting. Oh, it's a fun game, man. There's no doubt about that. It's a little rough right now. I'm facing a pretty shitty opponent. I pretty much need a lightning storm or I might get smoked. I need a good roll on a lightning storm too. That's not what I need. Not what I need at all. It's looking pretty rough.
Bitch, I'm buzzing out. Bitch, I'm buzzing out.
I feel like I'm not even playing a person, it's like a robot.
Bitch, I'm buzzing out.
Son of a bitch. Fucking shamans.
Bitch, I'm buzzing out. 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 Bitch, I'm buzzing out.
If you didn't notice, that was me getting my ass kicked. Oh, don't worry about it, man. It happens. Doesn't matter how good your cards are. That was the ass beating right there. That's how you do it. Just gonna outrun him.
Until they whip it.
say whip it. Whip it good.
Devo remix, huh?
You're listening to Phyllis Wayne Hall original bass music.
Fucking suicide. Can't risk letting them let that live, unfortunately. We still got plenty of firepower, though. That's starting to get dangerous.
saying is, you know what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? You know know what I'm saying? Saying? You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Saying?
This motherfucker. Please be greedy. Yes. Thank God. Eat a dick. Jesus Christ. Yeah, take your time, man. There we go. Got him with that mid game. that's not good. Yeah, that's about it for me anyway. It's been a good night. I don't know what happened there.
You're listening to Phyllis Wayne All original bass music.
Fire blasted my face. The fuck, yo. Alright, he's coming up on 6 minutes. How much I need to do this real big, so wow, that was my mistake. I didn't realize that my speakers had gotten messed up.
Oh my god. This music is just fucking stupid.
all original bass music. You're listening to Phyllis Wayne, all original bass music.
That was a pretty sweet mix. Thanks, Phil Swain.
Random impulse. Church bells. Names ringing off right like church bells. Everybody knows from the end to the third row. Then again, some of them don't start. Yo, so we gotta let them know. For real dimps, you know we're fully involved. Fully back in the driver's seat, the roof low. Had to find the beat like life machines and tear it apart. True talk, dog in this race, we ain't going last. Them men at hard, got a team for the France. I'm hungry, ready to eat up. No choice when I say that I'm gonna clean up. Wheel up, wheel up, wheel up. I'm gonna hold down seed on red alert. Team on steady rotation. Done with the patient. Everybody hating, I thought that was old school. You're taking. What, you're not rating for me, you get Nathan. Broke guy living a life, you're not caking. Ain't got a penny to your name, ain't penny in your name. Don't pass in the same frame. Matter of fact, you ain't even in the picture. Fix up, stick to the scripture. You ain't even in the same league, let alone same fixture. I'ma fix him, let everyone witness the instant and show you up. In the UK, we more than hold it up. Levels above. These guys don't put in enough. Putting words in the show, love, nobody can hold us down. Every day's music, every day you do, which makes every day useless. Every other day I regulate on a new tip. Fresh to death, no losing.
Moving slow and steady, better than many, and they know. Grab the rope and held it back, but man, the second I let it go, they'll be wishing that they wish you well. Heaven knows you'll give them hell. Swing and get the whole world ringing like a church bell. Moving slow and steady, better than many, and they know. Grab the rope and held it back, but man, the second I let it go, they'll be wishing that they wish you well. Heaven knows you'll give them hell. Swing and get the whole world ringing like a church bell.
Like no more hold it back, I gotta let go. On the move on snooze, so wish me well. All my haters can burn in hell. Positions me like that, I'm thrill. Me, I reinvent, publish to reinvent. Saying I'm a wallet packed out like a free event. And I was good with numbers. Way before I was 2 plus 3 and 10. Hibernated, then reappeared. That's a scene like a breath of fresh air. Put my foot down, shifted to 5th gear. I'm here, so let it be known. No imitation can never be cloned. No, never. The team when the way came back. Resumed that spot where heavyweights came down. On any day, top of the class with grade A. You fam, keep flopping your bars and stay late. We can't still sound the same. We're here to make a change. We're here to make a difference. MCs, I want him up instant. What was you thinking? Another victim, another harper, another MC very he weren't serious, silly with rhymes. Walk on by surprise like when Diddy did grime. Had the whole ends giving props. People that live in blocks, everybody thinking and saying that. Look at what? Stop breading. Got this far, ain't shaking. On the pass, ain't dwelling. Head swelling, every verse fell. He was ill, then he worked like a nurse help. Still everywhere, still yard well. Still the name still got him hot, popping off, ringing like church bells.
Slow and steady, better than many, and they know. Grab the rope and held it back, but man, the sec that I let it go. They'll be wishing that they wish you well. Heaven knows you'll give them hell. Swing and get the whole world ringing like a church bell. Moving slow and steady, better than many, and they know. Grab the rope and held it back, but man, the sec that I let it go. They'll be wishing that they wish you well. Heaven knows you'll give them hell. Swing and get the whole world ringing like a church bell.
Church bells.
been real, everybody. Enjoy your evening.